Thought that sleeping with my childhood friend for 6 months was the beginning of love. But instead, he put his arm around my shoulder and asked me to help him decide what to wear on our blind date. Seeing my bewildered expression, he laughed mockingly. We've only slept together. You don't actually want to marry me, right? For a moment, I couldn't even process what Oliver Holland had said. All I could do was fumble around awkwardly. I didn't dare look at him. I pushed him away, grabbed my clothes off the floor, and threw them on in a panic. Geraldine, look at me, he said, propping his chin on his arm with a teasing smile. You didn't actually think we were a couple, did you? The words, just sleeping together, echoed in my head. My hands trembled, and I couldn't even fasten my bra. Oliver lifted the blanket, revealing his lean, toned abs as he knelt halfway on the bed. Then, he reached out and helped me fasten it with practiced ease. I kept my head down and let out a bitter laugh. Who's the blind date? Don't tell me Mr. Holland just grabbed someone random from a matchmaking event for you. I caught a glimpse of myself in the mirror. My body was still covered in faint red marks, and my legs were sore and weak. Oliver, wearing only gray sweatpants, came up behind me and buried his head in the curve of my neck. It's Abigail Floyd. He lifted those striking, playful eyes and continued. She's my senior from the art department back in college. To be honest, I'm kind of nervous to see her again. My hand froze halfway through applying lipstick. Of course, I remembered Abigail. He used to have a crush on her, but before he ever confessed, she had gone abroad. I thought he was over it. Oliver looked at me and pressed his lips together. Geraldine, don't get any funny ideas. We grew up together, remember? Sure, you're pretty, but I see you as my best friend. He grinned. You're my favorite person to eat with, drive with, and sleep with. His words hit like a blow to the head. My whole body went cold. I forced a smile that barely reached my lips. He went on, laughing like it was all a joke. I even know what outfit you'll wear and which lingerie you'll match it with. It's honestly boring sometimes. Some nights I wake up and see you next to me, and it actually freaks me out. It makes me think, what if my parents' jokes came true and we really got married? My life would be over before it even starts. I know you too well. If we got married, life would be so boring. He gave a little shiver, as if the thought alone disgusted him. I dug my nails into my palm, forcing myself not to let the tears fall. I've got things to do, I said flatly, throwing on my coat and leaving like a coward running from the battlefield. I used to think Oliver and I were in a relationship. We did everything normal couples did. We shared meals, went on dates, and hung out with friends. We would kiss each other during Truth or Dare and say I love you without hesitation. He would drive me to and from work every time it rained, and he would reach for my hand under the dinner table at family gatherings. I didn't realize what I thought was 6 months of love was just a game to him. Jerry? My mom, Susan Cooper, knocked on the car window, peering in with concern. I snapped back to reality. Seeing my tear-streaked face in the rearview mirror, I quickly wiped it clean, got out of the car, and forced a smile. Mom! I threw my arms around her before she could get a good look at me. I missed you. Carrying a grocery bag, she linked her arm through mine, clearly relieved. You scared me half to death. What were you doing sitting in the car for so long? Didn't you see the news about people suffocating in parked cars? As I nodded, Mom suddenly changed the subject. By the way, Jerry, Oliver's blind date is coming later. Mr. and Mrs. Holland are really taking it seriously this time. I heard Oliver's been planning it for weeks. He said the young lady might feel awkward, so if you're there, she'll feel more comfortable. I've been close with Mrs. Holland for years. She trailed off, looking uneasy. I forced a smile. Don't worry, Mom. I get it. I'll keep the atmosphere light and say nice things. Mom looked at me with quiet sympathy. She had seen the photos of Oliver and me sitting on my bedside table, the gifts he had given me carefully stored away, and the journal filled with tiny confessions of love I couldn't hide. How could she not understand? We walked home in silence.